Hello everyone, my name is DeadlySlob with TGN.TV, and today we have another Shaman Leveling video. Today we hit level 65, and if you haven't already seen last episode, you can click on the annotation on the screen right now. Basically described us going to the Outlands for the first time on this character. Pretty awesome episode, so I hope you guys enjoy it, especially people who like epic mealtime, had little things like that. So, like I said, we are moving on. We are level 60 at this point. We're still in Hellfire Peninsula. We're moving into Zangarmarsh today, one of my most hated zones, however it needs to be done. And I'm going to use this episode to basically chat about my goals. So really, why am I actually doing this? Well, at the time, TGN really didn't have much Shaman footage, and I did understand that Loudcast, one of our newer directors, has taken up the oath of doing some endgame Shaman content, which is great. However, at the time I took it upon myself to start leveling up a character that I could use to show endgame content for TGN, more or less PvP content and PvE content. Now this would have taken up a lot of time and a lot of months before I could release footage, so I took it upon myself to actually create a leveling series, much like I did Zuvo 1 through 85, which is a great success. And it only took 3 weeks. However, you know, with my vacation and other responsibilities, that would literally be impossible right now. So, you know what? Creating a character from scratch, leveling him up 1 through 85, creating a video series. A lot of people liked it. Episode 1, Shaman 1 through 10, is 930 likes. Amazing. One of my most greatest achievements. I don't think I've ever had a video with that many likes. So, I definitely wanted to keep making them for you guys. And the overwhelming popularity of these things is what keeps me making them. So if you don't like this video, you know, you don't have to troll me for it and say that I'm a noob. You just you know, don't watch them. It's just the way it goes. Maybe once I start doing 85 stuff on this guy, you may enjoy it a lot more. They may not be that informative. However, there's a huge chunk of people that do enjoy them. So, you know what? I'm just going to keep doing them. As well, if you guys want to learn how to level as fast as I do, there's links in the description box below, as well as with my spec. You can find that there as well. Basically, all of the information that I provide in this video will be there. So make sure you guys check that out, as well as like and comment. Leave all of your questions in the comment section below. My next video will be a alts and FAQ video. So we're having some issues recording past 15 minutes right now, but that's not a big deal because we'll just do part 2. Because the first one was a great success. So we are in the Maghar Post. For this place, the Alliance players basically have a bunch of kill quests in this area, but if you play Horde, you have to first discover them, you have to go find Thrall, do a bunch of cool stuff. That quest was actually taken out, and for all you lore lovers out there, make sure you check out worldofwarcraft.com. They have a huge section on the disappearance of Thrall. They think he's dead, and you know what? It would be kind of disappointing to actually see that character die in World of Warcraft. I mean, Arthas was pretty cool to see go. I mean, I think he ran his course, but Thrall, one of the most iconic World of Warcraft people in the game, is possibly dead and not coming back, so it's kind of interesting. But anyway, that being said, we hit level 61. We're going to talk about my talents really fast because I never talk about my talents. This spec can be seen in the description box below, and right there, as you can see, I spec'd into improve Lava Lash and not Maelstrom Weapon. The reason behind that is I didn't actually understand what Maelstrom Weapon did, and looking back at it now, I should have got Maelstrom before improved Lava Lash. But when you're leveling, questing alone, it's not a big deal because you're not going to be killing people in PvE, you're not going to be in PvP, and you're not going to be in PvE situations. So we just soloed some Blackfang Elite. I remember doing it on my characters back in Burning Crusade and never being able to solo it, so I just wanted to include that because it was pretty iconic to me. Having some fun on the live stream. We almost got owned by a Frostbolt. So you can check out my live stream at justin.tv/DeadlySlob. We have a lot of fun, but 50 people in there all the time, so it's pretty great. I had a request to talk about my rotation, and it's pretty simple. I talked about this on the live stream, but I'll go through it with my viewers right now. Basically, I open up with a Flame Shock. I Storm Strike or Lava Lash first, whichever one is available. I usually Lava Lash first if it's up, or both of them are up. I'll Storm Strike. I'll put up my Lightning Shield all the time. I put that in my rotation because you find yourself that being down a lot. And then I'll do a Earth Shock because you'll get the bonus from the Storm Strike, the increased critical strike chance. So you always want to use that, or a Lightning Bolt or a Chain Lightning, whatever floats your boat. And there we go, level 62. We're just collecting the Goblin Zeppelin parts and the Voidwalker Ridge stuff. Pretty basic stuff. Burning Crusade, again, it's actually really boring, guys. So I'm not really enjoying it, but I'm almost out of it. So, you know, we only got to hit 3 more levels and we're back in Northrend, so it's not a big deal. As you can see, I just got my Hellfire achievement. So with that, we're moving on to Zangarmarsh. Yep. We're at the Cenarian Refugee Camp. This is Horde and Alliance, so it doesn't matter. As soon as you get into the zone, this spot will be right there. You don't have to really go anywhere to find it. And surprisingly, this is the exact same inn that my 62 Horde Shaman on this server is currently at. So that's kind of interesting. I'm actually past that character now, so whatever. I didn't even include if you guys wanted me to switch Horde or not, but you know what? I'm not going to. We're going to stick Alliance because I've never leveled an Alliance character. This is my highest one. So we're doing some quests just south of the Cenarian Refugee, the Unbrathen Draenei camp here. Yes, they are like morphed Draenei, I believe. You can, you know, message me if I get that wrong. And I bugged out. My back it looks like I'm a football player here. And it doesn't matter, like even on my mount, I'm just bent over. It's pretty funny. No homo. So, yeah, even when I fight, it's just like no animation or anything like that. So, a little bit of a bug. I thought I was DCing for a while, so I started to move, and I guess I wasn't. So, dinging level 63 in the Cenarian Refugee, I did notice that they give you basically like 20 quests as soon as you hit Zangarmarsh, and you don't finish them until like you've done half of them. So it's a lot of starting quest chains. The zone is kind of set up pretty weird. I think there's 3 sections. You have the east, which is all your starting hubs with your flight paths. You have the center, which you move from east to west. So by the time you've done the zone, you're finally in the spawning glen. You're a Sporgar. You're doing all that stuff. You're killing ogres, and then you're off to Terrakar Forest. So you always want to start in the east and move west in Zangarmarsh. The quests will take you through it. There's really not too much searching you're going to have to do, but with a leveling guide or quest helper, you won't even have to think about that. So for all you guys who are interested in what Maelstrom Weapon does, there's the animation, and whenever I get 5 stacks, I basically get an instant cast, and it's pretty awesome. I usually do Healing Surge. If there's something I should be doing differently, let me know, and I will change that, but like I said, it's a learning experience for me. Enhancement Shaman is a class that I'm not really familiar with, so I am working on it. We got some elemental footage. This guy is a complete badass, just, you know, flailing his arms in the air, just killing everything until he disappears like a champ, and you know what, everyone comes on me, so slash no homo again. But anyway, we're turning in the quests right now. The Naga in this area, those are pretty simple quests, pretty mellow too. You'll just find yourself basically in the area for 45 minutes just non-stop doing quests there. So we finished the east section, we finished the middle section, and we're off to the west in the spawning glen. This spot is pretty important to me in my WoW career. I call that a career because I've been playing it for goddamn 6 years. But my most loyal fans will know the reason behind that. A lot of drama in this little area, a lot of history. But Zangarmarsh is one of my most least favorite zones, but this area in particular is pretty nice looking. It's a neat concept, and it's just, these guys are so damn squishy. You just wail at them and they just drop. So if you want to get the Diplomat achievement and you need to get the Sporgar rep, you're going to be finding yourself in this area a lot, collecting the mutated Spore Sacks, which I am right now. It's a repeatable quest. And you'll also be collecting these tendrils or tendons from these Boglors. It's a really easy achievement and title to get right now. All you need to do is get exalted with Timbermaw Hold, your Negron faction, and the Sporgar faction. So get that done, guys. I'm going to be doing it on one of my characters once this Shaman Leveling series is over, as well as Loremaster, and we're just going to be doing a bunch of achievement hunting, so I'm planning a series for that, so stay tuned as much as you guys can. The Cenarian Watch Post is where we are right now. This is a Horde and Alliance place where you can collect quests, much like the Cenarian Refugee. There we go, I hit level 64. These quests will be taking you all around the area. You're mainly killing bog lords, just simple stuff, guys. So you can find this in the west of the Zangarmarsh. You'll be taken there on a quest chain anyway. It's really easy to find with the in-game World of Warcraft arrow anyway. So this guy, he sent me a bunch of gold. Sorry if I get this wrong, man. I2AZE. Yeah, he's decided to quit playing on this server and just sent me, I think it was like 20 gold or something like that. And you know what? I included it because you guys can send me in-game mail, and a couple of you guys do on occasion. So, you know, I'm Perkunas at the Venture Co. US server, so I'll have that information in the description box below. Feel free to drop me a line there, or at my email at sean@tgn.tv, or leave a comment, and in my next FAQ video, I'll be answering questions from there. Again, if you zoned out the first time I said it, we're having some issues creating videos longer than 15 minutes right now, if you haven't noticed. So yeah. So we're moving on. We're actually closer to Blade's Edge right now. I don't go to Blade's Edge really. It's not a necessity. You can hit level 68 in the Grand and then move on to Howling Forge. Some choose to stay till level 70 in the Outlands. I find that's not the smartest idea, but whatever floats your guys' boat, just do whatever you want. I know on the Ultimate WoW guide it tells you to stay in the Outlands till 70. I do things differently because I've been through leveling so many times, and I find that going to Howling Forge until level 70 and then going to Borang is a much better option. You won't complete Howling Forge at all. You'll probably get a quarter of the way through it, but you'll hit 2 levels pretty fast, and then you'll move on to Borang, which is actually one of my favorite zones in the game. It's pretty awesome. I like the quest chains there. So we just owned Terror Claw, and my Elemental's gone rampant again, thinking he's a complete badass Rambo. But you know what? That's pretty awesome. Just pop him a heal, and he'll just keep going until his cooldown runs down, or something destroys the totem. Finally, one of the final quests I complete in Zangarmarsh is at the Angorosh grounds. We're collecting some shrooms. These guys are protecting their shrooms, their stash, but you have to steal it from them. God knows why. I guess people were getting pretty antsy who's stuck in this harbor area. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about it. Here we go, level 65, ending the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Next video should be a FAQ video or a PvP one, but we will be hitting 70 next vid, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Should be around next week. So thanks you guys for watching. My name is DeadlySlob with TGN.tv. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you guys. See you next time.